Nice.
Hmm.
So,
Good afternoon, good morning, everybody.
hi, Teresa.
Hi,
There she
Nina.
is.
Hi, Robert, R3, and
There's
Clive.
there's Dr. T.
Yes,
Woohoo! Woohoo! It's
exciting
great
stuff.
to. What's that, Nina?
It's exciting stuff. I'm all about. I'm even in my office at the university, so I'm all about learning today. Cannot wait.
Well, we got
I
some.
love it. I love it. We've got an excellent teacher here. We'll give
Yes.
people like another minute or so to join us. We've got a lot of people coming today.
Oh, good.
It's AI is one of those things that you can either embrace it or walk away from it. And the
You love
further
it?
I go into it, the deeper I get, the more excited I get, and the more I do. And there's mornings where I'm just like, it's 2 a.m. It's time to go to bed.
Yeah. It does get you like that.
But you're on Mexico time, Dr. T, so isn't that just always a vacation?
Well, it's close to a vacation, and y'all change times on me,
Yes, I know.
except for Clive. He's in the UK.
Yeah, we don't change until the end of the month.
Yes, yeah. So we've got a few weeks here where there's a disparity, but there's no time change in Mexico.
Isn't there?
So interesting
No,
and nice.
no,
That's civilized, honestly, civilized.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
truly, Nina.
Yeah,
I think-
it is.
I think President Trump is trying to get rid of daylight savings time, isn't he?
Well, and yes, and
He's
and
just trying to
everybody,
get rid of lots of things.
and everybody, like he's trying to get rid of all of us, right?
He's on a roll. He's on a roll.
Roll.
Barrett, nice to see you.
Yes, hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I've seen you on the TXL calls, Bernd.
Yeah, exactly. We have been in the breakout room together.
That's right. Yeah, we did. Yeah, that's right. Because I showed you, didn't I show you this? Did you see this book?
Yes, exactly.
Breakout Room. Yeah. Did you got yourself a copy of it yet?
Not yet.
I don't know if you can still buy it. I have no idea. It was at the Profit Center, makepeacetotalpackage.com. If you can track it down, it's one of the best copywriting books I've ever seen.
It is excellent. It is excellent.
Yeah, it's a really
Yes.
good book. It's expensive, but you get what you pay for.
2 hours more profit sales. Let me put it down.
Okay.
And Aaron's on his way as well. He just messaged me.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. I just got a text message from another one of the club members. She's on her way.
Okay, well, I don't mind waiting a bit. That's okay.
I just don't want to hold everybody up
Mhm.
unnecessarily.
Well, I don't see you have a gun, so how are you going to hold us up? Just wondering.
Just saying. Hashtag.
Hashtag. Just saying. Yeah, you knew that. You knew that was coming.
What is that? What is that?
Hashtag. That's what your hashtag. Just
Hashtag.
saying.
Know that.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
One of my students in Asia taught me that one when I was doing a live seminar with them. So now I use it.
Hashtag. I must remember that.
Excellent. Excellent. Yes. So why doesn't everybody put in the chat what their what do they do? What's their focus? What do they love to do to make money?
Oh, not what am I doing right now? Oh, okay.
I caught you.
Welcome, Aaron. Good to see you. Welcome, Ginny. Aaron, I think you're muted somehow there. And then Clive, can you see the chat there?
Yeah, training trainers and working on mindset. Robert Raymond.
Yeah, that's R3.
Train the trainers. That means he must have some skill set.
Just a little.
Just a little.
Just a little. Yeah. Hashtag skill set.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Right.
And Dr. Angela helping business to business, small to medium-sized SaaS companies with over 1 million annual recurring revenue.
Wow.
Grow more revenue from their existing customers.
Wow.
Aaron Huey, coach and train trainers, coaches, and support families in crisis. Aaron, starting with copywriting. R3 travels around the world with Aaron and works together doing a lot of online events. Yeah. Ginny, selling marketing systems, teaching my people how to set it all up and maintain their social presence.
I didn't see
And
what
I
Dr. T
enjoy
does.
getting, what do I do? I've become a master of online marketing for small to medium-sized companies, crafting their lead generation to their sales funnels, including media buying, Facebook ads, and all the tech that goes with it. Yes, fine tuning, doing strategies.
And
Woo!
she's good at it.
Thank you. Thank you. And Aaron added in there that he and Robert are business partners for the last 4 years and love having him as a friend and partner. That is
That's
so
what you told
beautiful.
me this morning. You were yelling at me this morning.
She's obviously not a mornings person then.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And Nina runs a social fintech company and the peer-to-peer charitable and employee reward spaces. She also runs an international academic and character coaching company. Oh, you got a couple of hats there, Nina.
I do.
Interesting.
So what kind of characters do you coach?
What kind of carrot? Oh, right. Funny. Yes.
Yeah.
Only the best. Only the ones that are funny. Make me smile.
I'm thinking Minnie Mouse.
Exactly.
I was thinking cartoon
Donald-
characters too.
Donald Duck. Yes, exactly. All the Disney favorites.
No, Gollum.
At some point I will have to show you what I did. Have you ever tried asking ChatGPT to describe your business and how Dr. Zeus would describe it?
Ah.
Oh, that's
Try
funny.
that.
Oh,
It is
Dr. Seuss,
absolutely
I love that.
hilarious.
Oh, I love that. Oh, okay. I'm writing that down.
I did it for a client as well, and he just died laughing, and it knew him so well.
It was amazing, I'll bet. And Clive, I'm going to be a really good waitress. And just as you're taking a drink, start asking you questions.
There you go.
Cheers, cheers.
I love this part of the call where I get to ask the speaker some questions where we can get to know him or her, and you get to know, it develops a relationship. So Clive, are you ready?
Yeah, carry on.
Okay, carry on. I love it. So Clive, give us an idea of when you felt successful.
Well, I can tell you it's the year when I was 31 years old. I had just started selling for Everest home improvement products in
Oh, do
the
we lose
UK.
you?
The most expensive home improvement. Oh, am I still here?
Yes, it blipped out a little bit
Yes,
there.
I said Everest, and I was gulping because I know
Oh.
what that is.
Well, Everest is a home improvement company, and they were the most expensive at the time. This is way back in 1986. They were probably not quite double the price of everybody else, but they were really high priced, the Rolls Royce of the industry.
Hmm.
And so when I was selling door to door on and selling these high ticket products, I'd be able to sell to people within 90 minutes. And I walk out with the order with a large check, usually about 5 or 6 grand. And I then developed my skills, and I was able to sell 2 out of every 3 people I met. And these were just total strangers. They'd never seen me before. And I would knock on their door one day, and the next day I would go there and I would present to them and they would buy from me.
Bam.
That's
good.
incredible. What you
Yeah.
must have learned there, because that takes so much character to be able to just
Yeah.
do that. It's like cold calling, right?
Cold calling, yeah. I mean, I remember the first time I did it, I was out with my manager and he was showing me how to do it. And we knocked on, I don't know, about 5 or 6 doors. And on the 6th door, he said, "Yeah, you ring the doorbell." I rang the doorbell, turned around, he was gone. And I thought, what am I going to say now? I just mumbled something, gave somebody the brochure and ran away.
So Clive, what does success mean to you?
Achieving what I've always previously thought impossible, going beyond perceived limitations. If you know anything about the Enneagram, I'm a type 3.
And that type 3 is focused on pushing yourself.
Pushing yourself. They're known as the king of the hill or the performer.
Okay.
So I'd always wondered why I gravitated towards the hardest things to do in life, like, commission only selling and direct response copywriting. And it's because I'm a type 3. I didn't realize that until a few years ago.
Hmm.
Interesting. And
Yeah,
the,
so you haven't done the Enneagram, go and do it and see which type you are. It's very insightful.
It is, and I'll second that. It actually, if you know what your counterpart's type is, it very much helps you understand how to work together.
Yeah,
I see
exactly.
Aaron
And same
pulling
in
his book
marriages
out.
and all that.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, same thing.
Are you writing it down, Aaron?
Mm.
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. He's got that's his daily workbook. That's his daily planner. Awesome, awesome. So Clive, as you look forward, and it was 31 that you had found success and you defined success for yourself. What do you see as your legacy?
You're going to see a bit of it today. It's giving entrepreneurs access to a method of creating world-class copy without having to write it themselves.
Very
So
cool.
you're going to see the first part of it today, and then the
Very
second
cool.
part will be next month, where it really all comes together. But you need the grounding first. It's understanding the direct response formulas that make copy work. That's the main thing. I see it all over the internet. They talked about formulas. They talk about PAS and BAB and AIDA. And they're nothing. These formulas are no good anymore. They don't work anymore. You want something like Eugene Sort's 13 Ways to Increase Desire, and the 16-word sales letter. If you look at that as a formula for writing a sales letter, I mean, that's really good. The one belief that they must have, you begin with that.
And you said you want to impact and have that legacy be for around the world. Do you have a
Yeah.
specific number of people you're shooting for
I
this?
haven't thought about the number of people, but I mean, yeah, I pull a number out of my head. 1 million would be good. Entrepreneurs that can now write copy because they've seen what copy can do. They understand direct response, but and frustrated because they can't learn it themselves or can't apply it. So with this methodology that I've put together, they will be able to. Anybody can do it as long as they can recognize what good copy is. And that's why I wrote the book Neurocopy. So you look at that and you see these formulas, these 8 formulas in there, and now you know what good copy looks like.
Yes, yes. And you've got a copy of Neurocopy.
I've got, there it is.
There it is. There it is.
I've just finished. Apogita's going to come on in a minute, my partner, and she's just finished the layout of the new landing page for it. And I wrote the copy and I used the system I'm going to show you today to write the copy. And I'll give you a link to it so you can go and look at it and see the level that it's come back with. This is my second attempt to do it, and this one is far better than the first attempt.
Awesome. Awesome. And with that, that's a natural segue. Let's go into it. Are you ready?
Yeah, so have you got somebody in mind who wants to go through the first stages of the research phase and the creating the offer phase?
Yes, Dr. Angela.
Angela Sutton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, really? That's going to be interesting.
We can work on our accent improvement with
We
each
could.
other.
That'd be the first thing.
Oh my gosh, that's right. You're both from England.
Yeah.
Serendipitous.
So did Therese give you the 2 questions that I need you to answer?
Oh, do you want to fire away?
You want to put them in the chat and then I can just
Okay.
copy and paste them and put them
Lovely.
in?
Okay, great.
Yes, the first question is your target market.
Yes.
And the second question is your product.
Or service.
Got you. Okay, so yes, I did put my target market in the chat. I help B2B small to medium-sized software as a service. This is kind of a big mouthful. Companies that have some money, in other words, over $1 million in annual recurring revenue, grow more revenue from their existing customers. That's that. And so the offer, I'm building a new offer and its scope is very large. And so my next step is to test it. The offer is around one-to-many consulting on how these companies can activate their customers, get them to first value when they come on board. You may have heard of like customer onboarding. That's basically the vehicle for it. I want that to be my first offer. However, the broader scope of it is customer retention strategies to keep them around, because they have significant problems with customer churn, especially in the first 3 months. If they're going to lose a customer in the first year, they lose 2/3 of that quantity of customers in the first 3 months, and a third of them go in the first month. And usually it's because they don't get started, and then once they get started, they don't. And it's not a personalized experience. It's they start to doubt themselves. Let's just say they feel afraid is how I frame it. They don't get the outcome and they feel afraid. So the offer is around that, and then upselling as well. So getting more sales from the customer.
So could you put that in the chat so I can copy and paste it, put it in Claude?
Oh yes. I love Claude, by the way.
Yeah, I've just looked at Claude 3.7. It's the brand new version of it. So we're going to be using that today. So this is
and it's interesting. The Claude, I don't use it as much as I use ChatGPT. Why does everybody put in the chat what they're using currently, and if you know the level of it?
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for.
I know I tried DeepSeek for a hot second there and then immediately stopped.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of that. I don't know. Doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah, and there's another new one that just came out. Oh, so Aaron's using ChatGPT. Baron's using ChatGPT.
Yeah. I like ChatGPT, but for copywriting, I found Claude has the edge.
And Nina uses ChatGPT. Jenny is using it. So this is going to be a fantastic exposure for all of you for the Claude. And Robert, my brain 1.0, which stands for one brain cell left. And that's why I struggle. And then he uses ChatGPT.
I just love it when people boast.
And Robert's a natural.
Yeah.
That's sort of I just wrote in the high level. Yeah, I used ChatGPT and I used Claude P4 version. I move between the two, depending on how much creativity I want. And I also use Claude for creating visuals as well, which is
Right. Can you tell me your target market, Angela?
yes. So it is business to business. You can put SME, small to medium.
Oh, okay.
B2B companies, technology companies.
What are they? Tech?
They're tech, yeah.
Tech company.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can put software as a service, but just primarily technology, software as a service.
I'll just put software as
it'll understand SaaS, SaaS.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm just going to go and share the screen, and you've got to tell me if what you see is what you want me to represent for you.
Okay.
And let's go back into here. If we don't get this right, nothing else is nothing else is.
Everything else would be for naught.
Yeah, exactly.
That's important to get it right then.
Yeah, I think so. Let's look at
And
that.
I know a lot of us as marketers, it's one of the areas that we need to really nail down tight.
Yeah. So
it is important. It's important to get the avatar right.
Yes.
Be able to speak your product right.
So here is where I'm putting in your information.
Okay.
Let me know if there's anything you want to change in there before we run the prompt.
Do you want any sort of psychographics about what?
It'll come up with that.
Yeah,
it'll come.
Yeah, because when Dr. Teresa talked about Avatar and stuff, I'd love to. These are companies where they have a great product but may not understand how to market them successfully because they don't understand the customers' fears and all of this stuff, right? They and so what's unique about this program is actually that I'm helping them realize that their customers are feeling unsafe, and I frame everything that I show them how to do to activate the customer in that, such things such as quick wins, right?
Let's go back to the target market. What's the turnover?
Sorry, what's the
turnover? What do they make a year? What's their turnover?
Oh, 1 million or above.
Dollars?
ARR.
Or are you talking pounds?
Oh, that would be a times 1.3, wouldn't it?
You can do it as dollars. I don't mind. Just do it as dollars.
Oh, it's dollars. Yes, it's dollars.
Right.
And then do you, other than the SaaS,
Or about
Dr. Angela, do you specialize in any particular business area or niche for SaaS?
within the SaaS? No, just the SaaS itself, because it's a term coined for software companies that deliver through the cloud that usually have a subscription model.
Yeah, they usually do. So I'm not really sure on this product because it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It probably does to you, but the offer is the one-to-many coaching program with AI tools and frames that activates customers successfully.
Yeah, frameworks. Sorry, I probably typoed that. Frameworks. Yeah.
Frameworks. Okay.
Yes.
Frameworks. And then that activates customers.
Yeah.
What does that mean, activates customers?
Onboards them, gets them to first value,
Onboards.
Yeah, you
I'm
could
gonna put
actually.
onboards. I'm going to put onboards.
So I think you've highlighted that I don't have a good description. So thank you for that. That's great.
Or
Always
the process, you
important.
have to have a good description.
Yes.
Yeah. So target market, product.
Yeah.
So just for everyone's exercise, go ahead and put in the chat what you consider your product to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a one-to-one, 1 to
And we've
1.
talked about what we do. What is your actual product? Like, for example,
That onboards customers successfully. And then what does that do when they onboard customers successfully?
So that they can. Okay. So that the customer attains a valuable result and is motivated to continue using product.
yes. And I see, Erin, you've got solving the problem of not making money online.
Yeah.
And
I mean, a part of that too, you can maybe weave into that personalized value. Personalization is very key.
One-to-one personalized. Okay.
Yes. And for the customer, the experience is a personalized experience as well.
The customers get the value, the business
Personalized value. Yeah.
Personalized value. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now,
and champions of the product are developed as well. Again, and that being a component of keeping people around.
Does that mean they get referrals or not? Is that what you're saying? If they champion?
Yes, a champion is just it's someone within the organization that is an expert user and champions from within.
Okay.
Again,
that's going to make any difference to the prompt, because that's what they do after they become a customer. They'll become a champion.
Yes.
I understand, they get the referrals, but it's not important here to understand the avatar, which is the avatar and the avatar's problem, which is this person here, and this is what you're selling to that person.
The other way that I'm like, so in terms of identity change, they kind of came up with names for it, and they go from the struggling scaler to the revenue maximizer.
We can put that in a bit later.
Yeah, I've been playing with it. That's great.
Hang on. Just want to do something before we continue. I've missed something out.
And so while we're doing this, is there like a go-to set of prompts that everybody in the group uses?
From anything the prompts that Clive's going to be using here, he's got some other prompts that I'll be sharing with you. Were you thinking about prompts for the avatar or target market or product, Nina, or
Target market?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
yes, I do have a series of prompts I can share with you. I call it audience segmentation.
Oh, that would be lovely. Thank you.
Yes,
so Angela, are you happy with this now before I run the prompt?
Say it again, please, Clive.
I just want to know if Angela's happy with what I've written here before I run
I think it's revenue. Its revenue is 1 million yearly. It's annual
revenue.
recurring revenue. Yeah. Product is one that teaches them how to onboard customers successfully.
That
That teaches
that
and or enables them to onboard. Yeah.
teaches
Teaches and enables.
to
Yeah.
onboard customer success.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's actually personalized coaching program with
it.
tools. Yeah, with
You got that.
tools.
Okay, one-to-one personalized coaching program teach them to onboard their customers.
Yeah, yes. And it's not just coaching, it's tools and frameworks as well.
One personalized coaching tools and frameworks program coaching. Let's put commas in there. Frameworks program that teaches them to onboard. Okay, are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Let's run the prompt and let's see what happens. What I'll do is it will go down quite quickly, but I'll oh, it's going to do it like this. That's even better. Okay, right, here we go.
Yeah.
Let's come up with a name for you.
And that's great because it's you're talking about the powerful emotions and in the copy and everything. It is
We're going to go much deeper.
critical, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Clive, the first prompt is done.
This is the first prompt. I want you to read it and see what it's already saying what you've told me here, but I didn't put that in, but it seems to know that.
Right. It's basically pulling out the psychographics.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Yeah, 5 biggest fears. Interesting. Yeah. Micromanages the customer success team. Doesn't trust in their abilities. Yeah. or the communication is with the customer success. Yeah, basically there's definitely that dynamic, and I would say it's actually a communication breakdown. Yeah. Question for you. I mean, I have a really sort of detailed description of my offer. Would you ever put that in, or do you start high level?
We're going to get to your offer.
Yeah.
We're going to create an offer for you.
Got you. Okay.
All right, and then we're going to give you 10 ways to improve it. And then you've got to do that for our next call.
Okay. Got you.
So let me know if you want me to scroll down.
Yeah, I'm actually screen capturing, so that's very helpful. Thank you.
No, I'm going to send you this report. Don't worry about it.
Oh, perfect. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, don't worry about screen capturing it. I'll send you the whole thing.
Primary transformation.
Mhm.
So in this, are you sort of going through what they do, what they're trying and it's not working kind of thing? Yeah, exactly.
And
This
what they
is
don't want to
awesome.
do. Yeah.
A copy, this is just like, you probably tried blah, 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 but the
Yeah.
real problem is.
Yeah, you got it.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, love that. Perfect. Just, yeah, feel free to just keep going.
I'll just scroll down.
Yeah.
And Dr. Angela's the kind of person, she gets off these calls and within an hour or two after the call, she's posting in the group about what she created with the tool we just talked about.
The custom GPT I just built based on the last call. Yeah.
Oh, I just built this with that. Oh, I just created a workflow.
I need to show you what I did with the stuff from Joel Kletke.
I think your background
Yeah,
is
he's good.
as an
Yeah,
engineer, it helps you.
yeah.
Because a lot of the AI is just not written for
Yeah.
the creative side of the brain.
Comprehensive summary. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what I love is it gets into what the sort of impact is personally and professionally.
Yeah.
And that's when we do our research for copy. We want to get into that, don't we?
Yeah,
What it means.
this is all your research. Yeah, this is all your research.
It is. And it's shortcut. Because
Then
I
this is
think
yeah, it'll save you hours.
it saves you hours, and of course you validate, but you knowing what's going on inside their head
Yeah.
is what it's all about, isn't it? This is wonderful.
Yeah. Okay, so
Love
now,
it.
right, so I do this next. You can see this.
Towards and away of motivations.
Yeah.
So
Are
this
you
is running from pain and towards
yeah,
pleasure type of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you aware of Wyatt Woodsmall? Do you know who he is?
No.
Ah, he was Eben Pagan's mentor.
Okay.
Um, and he did something a little while back called the Six Sermons. And every time I heard this Six Sermons thing, it put me into a trance. And I came out of it thinking, what just happened then? So then I
Yeah.
started studying it a bit more. And what it is, it's three towards motivations and three away from motivations. Three towards,
Ah,
and you go, you could do this, or you could try that. Or if you don't do this, this is going to happen. And this is what we're doing here with this prompt. You could set
yeah.
it up as the Six Sermons.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is something that nobody I know, as far as I know, nobody else has done this. But
It,
you need to
it,
know what they
it
are.
does. Yeah, it strikes me because when I'm working on producing sales tools, I'm absolutely producing a custom persona or avatar. And a big piece of it is exactly that. It's like, what are their fears and frustrations, what are they running away from, and what inspires them, or what's the end result that the thing they want.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And this
So you've
is
got
just, but it's emotional. There's a big piece of it. It's
yeah.
emotional. It's not necessarily just the outcome.
This is what
It's
this is.
right,
This is
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah,
This.
exactly.
So if you haven't got it, find the book People, Pattern, Power by Wyatt Woodsmall.
Okay, people, pattern, power.
Yeah, it's very dense, but it's brilliant. I mean, it's just incredibly good. He's one of the top NLP guys in the world, but he's very analytical.
Wonderful.
But the information he gives you is stunning. And this is one of the things he talks about, power, belonging, and accomplishment.
Yeah,
So if you're doing the six sermons, you'd start with this, and then you go to a loss of power, then you go to the next one, then you go to the rejection. No,
yes.
and in rejection, then you go
God,
for accomplishment and fear of failure. And you could do this
yes.
in copy. I've done this in copy when I've written copy.
Yes,
You can do it. Nobody sees it, by the way. It's invisible. It's language patterns
it
that
is.
are hiding in the open. Okay, and nobody ever sees it. I mean, I had a LinkedIn group formed around me from some NLP masters, and I would write these patterns in the copy, and they couldn't see them.
Yeah, yeah,
I'd have to explain it to them, and only once I told them, could they see it? And I
yeah,
don't, you're supposed to be NLP masters. Why aren't you seeing this stuff?
yeah.
Anyway, get back into um.
That's the beautiful English countryside.
There you go. Yeah, I used to run on that hill, Qua Hill. Um, right. So we're going to ask this now. A deep understanding of human. Please give it insightful information. So we go here next. We're just going quite deep into the avatar, and then we're going to do something quite profound in a minute.
Yeah. Oh, I love this.
And everything that's coming out of Claude
Mhm.
is from Claude searching the internet. Is that true, Clive?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and also because it's like you, Tracy, you were saying when we had a call a while back. We've trained this over months, and that's why
Yes.
such good results with it.
Yes. And now if someone were to take the prompts and do it themselves, should they expect the same results, Clive, or?
I think they're going to get as deep insights, but they're still going to get good results, but they're not as good because I've been doing this, as you can see from here, Clive persona, buyer persona. So I've done all these
Okay.
lots of other clients plus my own work.
Right.
And I'm getting better with the prompts. Each week, I'm finding ways of getting more information from the prompts and adding in the new prompts like the towards and away from motivation, because you need that in the copy. You need it somewhere in the copy.
How do you get to those prompts? Because I know I have ways that I do it, because when I'm iterating on copy and I finally get what I want, I then ask AI what the prompt would be.
You can do it that way.
Get me there immediately, and then I get the prompt.
Yeah, as long as you know what to ask for, that's the other thing. And
exactly.
it's like this next one here, the buying beliefs. You've got to align yourself with the buying beliefs. And if you
Yeah.
don't know what to ask and you don't know about buying beliefs, then
Yeah.
you're not gonna
Yeah.
you're not gonna find what
And are you
need.
sending this to us, Clive? Because we're like scribbling down as fast as we
Yeah,
can.
yeah. Anybody who wants this, you're welcome to it. I'll send it to
Okay.
you.
That's absolutely brilliant. Okay, thank you. My hand's getting tired.
No, you don't
Oh,
need to do
and you'll
that.
also get a copy of the recording.
Thank you. And then can you
Absolutely.
talk more about the
Absolutely.
avatar you keep talking about? Is this something you've created? Is this part of Claude? Something?
This is a series of prompts that I've put together. Some I've researched, some I've created myself to
Mhm.
get the answers that I want if I'm going to do the research for the copy.
Correct.
Because I've been writing copy for 35 years, I know what it is I'm looking for in the research. I know what I need it to come back with.
Yes.
So you're looking at these are the buying beliefs that they
Mhm.
have to have. So if you align yourself with these buying beliefs, this is Angela, you're going to get more higher conversion rates.
Right.
You
Yes.
have to
And so
buying
much of
beliefs
this was in
covered.
your book, which was amazing. But the avatar you keep talking about,
What do you mean by that?
well, we've talked in here, we keep using the word the avatar.
Avatar is your ideal customer. The person your prospect, if you like.
Light bulb. Thank you.
Yeah, you're just trying to
You might
understand.
see it sometimes referred to as ICP.
Yes. Yes.
Or target market, target audience
Yeah.
is
Or,
what it's referred to.
Yes. Brilliant. Much
Okay.
appreciated.
So now we come to the objections. Okay. And now I'm going to see if there. Right. So yeah. Right now, I wonder if we can add more information in here. Let me see. Here we are. The prospect is as above, or as before, as previous. Stubborn pain point. What would you say their stubborn pain point was? Why won't they take you up on your offer, Angela? What's the biggest thing you find?
not enough time. Yeah.
Not enough time to implement?
Yeah. Or yeah, might upset the apple cart, right? Yes. So will it change what I have to do? Yeah, in a way that is risky.
So in other words, we're saying what we have is working right now. Why would I change?
Or I think the other one is that it's the cost of business that you're going to you're going to lose 1 and 2 and 3. It's a belief that that's the norm, because it is, right?
All right, you've got to say it another way so I can put that in here. It's a stubborn pain point.
Losing customers is the norm.
No, that's not their pain point. If they're going to choose you, they turned you down. They reject you because of this stubborn pain point. They don't believe you.
Oh, okay. They don't believe that it works.
They don't believe you.
It's a will it work then? Will it work for me?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, will it work for me?
That's
always an objection, isn't it? For my business, yes.
If you haven't got this book, I highly recommend it.
Sales scripts that close every deal. Okay, thank you.
This is probably the best book on objections. And it comes up with all the objections, but it gives you loads of different answers. And it's got a CD-ROM with it, so you can customize them if you want.
Oh, brilliant.
Okay, so will it work for my business? And then desired outcome, my product and service is, as above, and as previous. We can put all that in because
Yeah.
we don't need it. It's got more sophisticated now, so we don't need it.
Right, and desired outcome is predictable revenue growth.
Okay, predictable revenue. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Robert put something very interesting in the chat. He's saying that they do not understand my business, and that is why it will not work.
Oh, you
Ah,
don't understand me. Yeah,
don't-
Yeah,
right. Well
that's a
done.
this
good
isn't
one.
for my
That's a
business.
good one.
Yeah. And
Thanks,
so,
Robert.
my business. Yeah, that's a really good one. And that's, like you say, it's a common one.
Yeah.
Will it work for my business? Okay, so there you
Seems
go.
like you've done this once or twice, huh, Arthur?
Yeah, I mean,
Let's-
it's
Let's see what this does.
leading with questions for customers so important so that they feel understood. Oh, 100%.
Now, the idea behind this is it gives you the popularity, the one you're going to hear the most.
Oh, okay, got you.
And the ones that I've been burnt before, the ones that are below 6, I wouldn't bother with. Anything from
Okay.
10 down to 7 is good.
Yeah.
So these are all the objections they're going to have. All right, we haven't got time to read them now, but you're going to get a copy of this. So you go through them.
Yeah.
But what we're
So
going
you've
to do,
got external, and so basically there's things that are in their control and things that aren't.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
how that works? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the ranking on a scale of 1 to 10, that's something you've programmed into the prompt, Clive?
It's in the prompt, yeah.
It's in the prompt. I love asking for a scale of
Yeah.
1 to 10.
Too much hand-holding required. I wouldn't bother with that. 5 out of 10, the 6 out of 10 results will take too long. I wouldn't bother with them. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and
Interesting.
um,
The I'm not technical, too complicated is always an objection to, and that's just when they don't understand. You know,
Yeah.
it's their way of saying they don't understand what's involved. Yeah.
okay.
Now, I'm curious, how many pages are all of your prompts?
50 pages.
How many?
50.
50.
50?
Yeah.
Wow.
Logic, counter arguments.
Wow.
Wow.
It's taken me 18 months to get this far, but I can get, by the time I'm finished, I can get world-class copy.
Yeah.
And you're going to see that. I'm going to give you a link so you can go and see the copy from my book, and you go and read that and see what you think. You be
Yeah.
the judge, right?
Yeah.
To see what I've done. Okay. So
And
now,
then, oh,
look on. Yeah.
so when you said you get world-class copy, is this copy for a book, copy for marketing, copy for Instagram, copy for Facebook ads that you asked Teresa to help you with? Like,
It's copy for your landing page, your sales page.
okay.
Yeah. So if you want to do the ads, then you see Teresa.
Oh, trust me, I'm going there next. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's good. She's very good. I'm relying on her totally. So, okay. So
Thank
here we
you.
go. So
You gotta
here's
have
the,
good, you gotta have good landing page copy or your ads will not work.
exactly.
It's like throwing, spaghetti on the wall and seeing what sticks. And then if you already know that the landing page copy is not great, it's, yeah.
Game over.
So here's the answer to the first objection. We'll just look at one answer, okay?
Yeah.
Because you're all going to get this, so you can read this in your own time. So here we are.
Yeah. So let's take a look. Yeah, I don't have time for it. Yeah. And sometimes that means that I'm overwhelmed. I think it's too complicated. I understand the time pressure.
Yeah, and just checking in with you, Clive, we're down to about the last 17 minutes or so of the call. How are you doing on time to come to a
I
point
think
of?
we should be on target. I think we should get there. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't see any reason why not. I'm just asking Angela to look at the first one.
Yeah.
And you could just maybe tweak it a little bit, but you've got an answer there.
Yeah, exactly. And I love how it leads with empathy. I completely understand the time pressure you're under.
Yes, sir.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go down here. It's still writing, so I can't go any faster than it's writing. And so here we go. Right. So now what I'm going to do is
Oh, wow. Wow.
I'm now going to go into here. and then I'm going to convert them into questions and answers that you can put then on your bottom of your landing page. Right, you know, you got the
Oh,
FAQs,
perfect.
right?
So these are FAQs, right? Basically, frequently asked questions.
I've just turned them into FAQs now with that prompt.
Love it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So otherwise, what's the point of doing all that? You know, you want to be able to, this is for your copy. So that now
Right.
goes to the real Karens, what they call the Karens, or the real skeptical people. And now you've got the answers at the bottom of the page. You know, I've got this question, answer, question, answer, question, answer. So you just take the top ones, as I said before, or the ones that you think are the most relevant that you hear the most often. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you basically pick the ones that you know come up.
Yeah.
And
There's usually about 5 objections that always come, never more than that. Sometimes it's only 3, but usually no more
time,
than 3.
risk, money.
Yeah. So you just pick the ones that you think are most likely to come up, and you put them at the bottom of the page. And then you underneath the sales copy. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't put any of this in the sales copy. That will be dealt with in other ways. Okay. This is just for the real skeptical people. That's the whole point of this. Okay, now. So now I want to organize these. Now, are you familiar with Hormozzi's offer formula?
Yes.
You are. You got the book?
No, actually, but I actually have my own offer formula, but some of it is in common, and I think for tech in particular, it's about with the offer, it's about creating results, creating urgency, scarcity. And so I put on things that overcome the objections in the offer itself. Does that make
So
sense?
with Alex Hormozi, put a 1 in the chat if you know who Alex Hormozi is and you've heard of him or you have his book.
He did a great launch, didn't he?
Cool.
Did a brilliant
Cool.
one.
Sure did. Sure did.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anybody else? Just
So
Robert and Michael?
It's desired outcome, likelihood of achievement, effort and sacrifice, and the time it takes to achieve the desired outcome. So that's the first part. Again, I'm mindful of time, so you're going to get all this. So what do I need to know here? I'll put that in there.
Yeah, so as part of your offer, I mean, I always make the bonuses be the thing that overcomes the objections,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
right?
And
And be the thing that they actually really want. And quite often it's templates,
yeah,
swipes, blah, blah, blah. You know, it can be that kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah, which is awesome. From this day and age, you know, an AI tool that'll do it. Yeah.
Okay, so now
This is awesome.
yeah, so we're going to go into one more, 2 more, I think. Right. So brainstorm offers.
And Clive, does this fit all into Claude 3.7?
Yeah,
Which I think is a buy-up. That's a paid for, not just regular Claude, is that right?
the paid for one, yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Right. Okay. No, I'm going to do the whole thing, I think.
So this is now taking it to the next
We're
step,
now
which is
taking
create the offer for it. Yeah.
We're doing that now. So this is the
Yeah.
beginning, the offer creation. So who SaaS.
Yeah.
Oops. Oh, that's previous. You don't need to be typing that in. Target market. Oh, sorry, that's you.
So there's a lot of blanks that have to get filled in on your prompts. That's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put as previous because it's got a lot smarter now. When I first started doing it, you had to keep typing this in every time.
Oh, you have to keep telling it to look above.
Yeah,
No, you have to go again each time. But now it can look above. It keeps stuff in the same thread.
Oh, great.
now I know ChatGPT, you can turn the memory on or turn it off. I've learned to work with it off. It gives me much better results.
Oh,
Do you have that same experience with Claude, Clive, or?
I haven't tried that. I always keep the thread going because the way I'm doing these prompts.
Ah, okay. Okay. So you've got just the big long thread, which
Well,
is
they
smart.
all build on every prompt builds on the previous one.
Ah, okay.
So now I'm gonna once it's done this, I'm gonna put in the last prompt for now, and then we're gonna take a good look at the offer and how to, and it's gonna give you ways to improve it, and then we're gonna look at, is it feasible for you to improve it
Yeah.
in that way? All right.
Brilliant.
So we've got plenty of time at the end if there's any more questions you've got. All right. So here. We've got to do a couple more fill in the blanks. All right, let's go there. Let's go into here.
And I've got the 35 video topics prompts for everybody also.
Yeah, okay. So I can,
you?
Oh, cool.
right, pressing problem as previous, desired outcome as previous. We've done all this. But we might have to change the price point. We don't have that.
You need a hotkey that just puts as previous.
Yeah, I'm just doing copy and paste.
Or
Old
just
school.
put it into the prompt script.
Right.
Yeah. So what is
Got that in.
what is the
If
promise?
using Claude. Yeah.
What is the promise?
An increase of 10 to 25% in retention. Which if you actually do the math on that, it basically will double their revenue over time.
Now
Proof
I'm
element.
thinking back to the
And
first
that's
time I
according
tried
to like Bain and
yeah.
Company, the people that study the actual math. It's like basically it's compound interest, right? Compound growth.
Do you have case studies, testimonials?
I have some around like basically not losing customers even in the face of free alternatives.
So are we saying case studies or testimonials or both?
Case studies?
That's even better.
Yeah.
And then products price and payment option.
Okay. So the price is 25K.
I'm in the wrong business.
Well, the return on it is 10x easily.
I know, yeah, no, just
Yeah.
products guarantee. What's the guarantee?
It'll start lower than that. This is a new offer. It'll start lower than that, but that's
will
where
it?
it's going. That's where it's going.
All right. Do you want me to put a lower cost on
Yeah.
there? What do you want me to put in? What do you want me to put in?
For like, but basically the sort of the early adopters. Yeah.
What do you want? 5K? 10K?
10K. Yeah,
10.
for early adopters. Yeah.
Okay. Products guarantee.
If they don't see results within the first 6 months, then they'll continue to work with them until they do, at no extra charge.
As long as they're doing the work.
As long as they're doing the work. Thank you. Exactly. If they follow the instruction recommendations. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
I've got some wording for it. Exactly that, because yeah, do as you're told.
That's why you're training.
Put in the work. Put in the work. Yeah.
And then this is part 1 of part 2.
Yeah.
Once Clive finishes with this and gives it to Angela, there's another part to developing this. I've worked with Clive on my own landing page for one of my products. And it is like a 2 or 3 day process. So
Yeah,
when
you've got to
Mike
do it
said
back in.
we should do this in 2 parts, I agreed with them.
Mhm.
And there's fantastic questions coming up.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
and one thing I should also mention is that to test this offer, I mean, it's not out of the blue. It's a real problem in the SaaS industry, and I know from working in it and working around people that are doing it. But to test it out, I've got an ebook right now that I'm going to push out there.
Oh, okay, good. 'Cause, I mean, all
Um,
these prompts were all created originally because I was working with a guy in Australia who'd created a platform for SaaS companies to market themselves, and they couldn't market themselves. They don't know how to market and sell. So
yes,
this all got started, and then last June he ran out of money to pay me. He was owed 100 grand, but
yeah.
I'm a bit stubborn like that, so I just carried on my own.
Yeah, I mean that I think, you know, I would definitely troubleshoot as to why he wasn't able it to take that and monetize it, because it is there's so much of what you do around customer retention is around communication, let's just say. So giving people the tools to produce good copy like you're doing,
Yeah,
and have email chains as part of that communication strategy is very is very helpful. It's like pushing people along a little bit more, bringing them back, engagement, right?
yeah,
Yeah, so maybe it was in his in how he was bringing it to market, that because the
yeah.
problem is real.
Yeah, I wasn't anywhere near as developed with this as I am now. It's in quite early stages.
Well, I
Um,
wonder whether with this you could actually develop a platform like on a high level or something
yeah,
with tablets with
possibly, yeah,
this.
yeah. So you're spot on. Massive pain rating.
Yeah.
So I put the
Customer
next
churn, yep,
part.
absolutely.
Yeah,
And it's huge because the cost of acquiring a customer can be significant, and they
Exactly.
need to make back 3 times the cost of acquiring the customer to have a business that is profitable.
Yeah,
Customer lifetime value needs to
yeah,
be
yeah.
3x
Customer
the
lifetime value. Yeah,
acquisition
yeah.
cost, yeah,
which
100%.
makes sense. Now, in the last 5 minutes that we've got,
Well,
um,
let's just go over this then. But you'll see how big is your promise. Perceived likelihood of achieving the outcome. Right. So they don't believe there's any more than 6 out of 10, which is a low score. That's what's got to be fixed. Time delay rating, that's got to be
Yep.
fixed.
Okay. Yep.
Effort, perceived effort, 8 out of 10, that's got to be fixed. So your score is here. The score indicates that
Okay.
while you offer a strong promise and targets the market with purchasing powers, the perceived likelihood of time delay and effort required in creating barriers is making it truly irresistible. So these are the things that you've got to work on, and that's what you go away and work on between now and
Hmm.
next month. Now, if you want me to help you, you can. We can get on a call together because we're running out of time here now. But these are the things that you've got to fix, and it tells you that the time delay, how it's going to cost, how long it's going to take you to fix them. It's just giving you
Yeah.
suggestions. You don't have to
Yeah.
take them all, but the ones that you take will improve the offer. The basic thing is with this offer, your offer, is you've got to improve the time delay and the perceived effort and sacrifice.
Yeah.
And that's where
Yeah.
most people go wrong in marketing. They go for the top
Yeah.
two, dream
It
outcome, likelihood of achievement, instead of going on the bottom two.
it's at it's so interesting you've got rapid results protocol. I've got that in my offer because the quick win.
Yes, you've got to have a quick win. Yeah.
But have a quick win. And in fact, that is part of what I'm teaching them to do as well. And so through example, the system, it's like, let's find your top 3 revenue leaks and fix them in the first 30 days.
Right.
That's the that's the key, is showing them
Yeah.
results. Yeah.
Yeah.
so in the
So,
next, prior to the next session, then, if you and Clive get together, you work on this, Angela, and then come back to us, and we'll see some real copy, right, Clive?
yeah, we'll see some copy. So I think, yeah,
Okay, great.
This is
Angela, you and I, we're
brilliant.
both in the UK anyway. So we can get together on a call and we go through this. It'll take us about 3/4 of an hour, and then we can look at the best ways to improve your offer score. And then next month, then we run the copy prompts. Then you'll see the
Yeah.
real message. You'll see that all this time and effort here has been well spent.
And
Wow.
in the
Yeah, I
mean-
love how it diagnoses the offer.
Yes,
Yeah, it's very, Clive does a beautiful job at dissecting all of the elements and knowing where to focus on what needs improvement. And he's very graciously, in the meantime, as we go from part 1 to part two, he's sharing with us some other prompts that you can use. And Clive, if you'd like to talk more about the prompts that I just shared in the chat for everybody.
yeah, there's 2 prompts that I put together. You won't see them anywhere else. One is 35 video topics or even social media topics that you can use that are based on the questions that your target audience has, right? So they want answers to those questions, and then it puts them in the priority where you should start. So what's their bleeding neck concept?
Yeah.
The next prompt is brainstorming. So I've given you how to use both prompts, but in the brainstorming one, you brainstorm ideas of how you can put together a social media post or something on your own website that's going to connect more strongly with the person who's reading it.
Wow.
Awesome. And
Mm.
before everybody goes, I'd love to get a screenshot with everyone's beautiful smiling face. So ready on the count of 3. 1,
I better
2,
turn my
3.
camera off then.
Oh. Barbara, you always have those good singers.
I
I'm
didn't
so
want to
glad
break
you
your
both come
camera,
today.
you know.
Yes, yes, yes. And so part 2 is April 15th, same time. Clive's going to come back and show you the copy. In the meantime, work with your video prompts that Clive just shared with you. I put those in the chat. Be sure to grab that now. I'll give you a copy of the chat and a recording of today's call as well. You'll get that in the email.
And Angela, we set up a time to talk.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. So raise your hand if this was helpful.
You.
Awesome. Awesome.
Good.
Yeah, I should get a picture of that.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Everybody have a beautiful day. Hearts to everybody. Hearts. I love it.
Thank you
I love it.
so
Big
much.
hearts.
This was great.
Yay. Yay.
Really.
Look at Robert go.
Ciao, everybody.
Yes.
Have a great day.
You all.
Everybody.